Interesting you mentioned this started when your wife was pregnant. Standard procedure is when we have a baby, we go to the hospital, you know, for most people, and the baby's born and they're whisked away, you know, shortly after that to the nursery where they get their first vaccine, which, you know, at least when my kid was born, it was a Hep B is what they recommended right away. And in that position, mother and father, it's quite overwhelming what's just taken place anyway. That's not the time to be making those type of decisions, because you're started down that road then if you haven't figured that out beforehand, right?
Well, exactly. That's why I recommend that parents do their due diligence beforehand. Probably even by the time that I researched it, when my wife was pregnant, was probably, you know, ideally we should have investigated even before my wife was pregnant. Yeah. We had thought about this idea that we called conscious parenting at the time. And so even before my wife was pregnant, my wife and I talked about, when we do have a baby, what types of things are we going to do? What kind of foods are we going to feed them? Are we going to raise them with a religious background? And these kind of ideas. And this is probably the most important, vaccines is probably the most important decision that parents can make. So absolutely, parents have to make that decision before they get inundated with the vaccines, and they will. At the hospital, they are pushing a hepatitis B vaccine on newborns, and they're not even at risk of that disease. That's a disease of adult IV drug users and sexually active adults. So it's not something that these children even need.